Huh?
He just like took a picture of you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's supposed to take a picture. Oh, it's a light.
We're live.
Live.
Annyeong.
Annyeong.
Welcome to Dinner Buds. Eat stuff. We're gonna talk about stuff.
Okay, I'm
Today is
so
our final episode.
mess. I'm so sorry, guys. Okay, it's over.
We already did it.
Okay. Okay. Can you start over?
Start over. Hi, welcome to Dinner Buds. Eat stuff. We talk about stuff. Today we're being hosted by Jen. This is our last episode today, and she has graciously made us a ton of desserts.
오늘 마지막 에피소드이고 그리고 뭐지? 먹고 얘기하는 디너버스입니다. 그리고 오늘 마지막 에피소드 시즌 1 and then 그리고 제 내 친구인데 디저트 만든 거예요. Go ahead. Sorry.
So what do we have?
Okay, well, we have a lot of things. See, okay, so these are the 3 items that I talked about on the last show that I was going to make.
All right.
And then I decided to make a cake. So there we go. So we can start with an appetizer of a peach mango macaroon.
Ooh, peach mango.
Peach mango. And I tried to make them multicolored, but
They look
beautiful.
beautiful.
There is some glare of the
Look at this
pink
one.
color and then peachish color.
so it's peach mango buttercream on the inside.
Tight.
Yes.
So
We don't need a fork for this.
What
Right?
is
Just go right in.
Yeah.
what is a cream inside?
Buttercream made with peach and mango essence.
Oh, this is great. Essence.
Yeah, so originally I tried to make it with just
Holy
a peach,
crap.
but then because I
Yeah.
had seen a bunch of peaches at Kroger that were like the bomb, but then the next time I went back they were all shitty. So.
Yeah, that'll happen.
Yeah.
Peaches are hit or miss. You know
But-
what's not a miss? This is a hit.
When did you make it?
I made the shells on Sunday and then I filled them on Monday because they're best if you fill them and then eat them like a day or two later. For whatever reason, I don't know. That's what they told me when I learned how to make
This is a delicious macaroon. Macaroons are tough to
They
make.
are.
aren't
So it's like a
Temperature.
commitment. Yeah,
Mhm.
so it's really the humidity that gets you. So like I made them on Sunday because you don't know how long it's going to take to make them really because after you pipe them out onto the parchment on the baking sheet, you have to let them dry for a while.
Oh. Yeah. Did you learn or how did you taught yourself or how did you learn about making it?
How did you learn? to make
Baking
macaroons?
is really hard for me.
Mhm.
So I love baking. But one Christmas, like 3 years ago, my mom got me a gift card to the macaroon bar, and I used it to take the class that they have there.
Oh,
Heck
they have
yeah.
a class.
So it's a
Wait,
3-hour
instead
class.
of buying macaroons, you decided to invest in like learning how to make macaroons. All right.
Yeah.
So did
Cool.
you learn it in there? Just one class?
No, I practiced a lot. There were a lot of failures.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because there's so many things that can go wrong because you're making it out of a French or an Italian meringue.
Mhm.
So you're learning how to whip the egg whites. But when you can underbeat them, you can overbeat them, and then you can like when you're mixing in the color, you can mess that up, and it just so many places you can mess.
Well, you knocked those out of the park, and that's very impressive.
Thank you.
Yeah, a lot of like pastry chefs, like that's like top tier stuff right here is a macaroon.
They're not the same size or shape, but that's okay.
They're
They
tasty.
taste good. So
Yeah.
that's all that matters.
And I think that looks beautiful.
Oh,
Thank you.
just FYI, TJ's have
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah. Right.
flu, stomach flu.
He's
so,
hurt. He got hurt.
So that's Jenn is there to be 4 people, and then our director was sick today too. So we have other guests. It's kind of bland, and then
He doesn't like
You
to
want
be.
to
He doesn't want to be online. Don't talk about him.
Okay,
Who doesn't want to be
I just want to give a macaroon. I don't know if he wants it or not. So.
Hey man, behind the can man, do you want a macaroon? All right,
Yeah.
slick.
And then Dylan, do you want macaron too?
And Dylan is here as well.
So we're just trying to share. This one is so good.
You know what? I'm a little thirsty now. What are you guys thinking?
Well, I don't have any thirst. But
Yeah, Josh, come on. I need something.
I think this would be nice in between, right?
Dessert wine. Well, it's a port. It's a 10-year tawny port. It's very delicious. I got it from Disney World.
Whoa!
Wow.
Thank you so much.
That's
But
really
it's
special.
one of my favorites. Like I really love this.
So did you
Nice.
open it for us today?
No.
No.
Label is really pretty.
Yeah, the
Just
label is
kind of-
super
yeah. It's kind of like
But
that.
I found this at the Disney Food and Wine Festival,
Heck.
and I bought a bottle.
Yeah.
So
So is it kind of dessert wine is more sweeter?
It's
or?
a port, so it's like a liqueur, a little heavier. Sorry, guys. It's very sweet, but it's like for sipping when you're like after dinner.
Mm.
It's very tasty.
And then our director wants to. I like it. He's just kind of can see the hand coming in and out.
A little bit more.
All right, moving on to the next
Okay.
dessert. What do you think? What do you want to do next?
So I'm just gonna go down the line unless
Let's go down the line. I
would
like it. I like it.
to have the
You
cake
like it,
in the middle. Or
Let's go
last.
cake last. Cake
Okay.
last.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go home. Okay. So this is a chippy chewy bar.
Oh, what?
Chuni bar?
Chippy chewy bar.
Chippy
Chippy
chewy.
chewy bar.
Chippy chewy.
Chippy
Chippy
chewy.
chewy.
It's chippy and it's chewy.
Yeah.
I got it. Chippy and chewy
Yeah.
bar.
Would you call it? Never mind.
This is a Hershey recipe.
Hey.
When I was little, we
Oh,
well,
yeah,
I mean,
you
they're
mentioned
still our
that.
friend, but we have a family friend who used to work at Hershey, and he gave us this recipe. It is you can now also find this on their website. But basically, it's one of my favorite things because
Do they
it's
sell this one too or no?
no,
Okay, it's just a recipe in there.
Yep. Yep.
Wow, this
So-
liquor is
I'm gonna
kicking.
go in.
yes, yeah.
Oh man, it's super soft when you touch it. Oh my gosh.
So what it is basically how you make this. It's super easy. You put
Oh.
a whole stick of butter at the bottom of a pan and let
Oh.
it melt in the oven. Coat the bottom with graham cracker crumbs.
Mm-hmm.
Put a whole bag of Reese's chocolate chip or Reese's peanut butter chips,
Oh heck yeah.
and then a cup of coconut,
Oh my god.
and then a whole can of sweetened condensed milk, and bake
Oh, so
that
this
until
one
it
have
gets
a
like.
condensed
Yep.
milk.
And then you
this
just
one have a
drizzle some
coconut.
chocolate on the top. It's one of my favorite things, like, because if you put it in the oven for a little bit longer, then the whole thing becomes like the edges, and it's like super chewy and like bubbly, and it's so good.
This is super tasty.
This is really good.
Yeah. It's one of my
Mm.
favorite things.
This is such a treat. You're doing great there,
Kind
dude.
yeah. I'm kind of messed.
You need help? You need my assistance? Or are you good?
I think I got it.
I think you got it.
Yeah.
What's that mean?
Hi, it's my mom.
Okay.
Hi,
Annyeong.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we just got some big news right before this episode.
Yeah.
I have a big mom.
It's not the only thing that you have that's big on you
Yeah.
right now. Hey, talking about that rack.
Yeah,
I
want to go into
engaged,
that?
so
Yeah, Drew just got engaged. We just found out like
2 minutes
ago.
before the
Yeah.
show.
yeah, I want them to
Ridiculous.
find out after show. So, but
But
they
she
were
couldn't
not.
hide it because it's
It's a huge drop.
beautiful ring that she's wearing right now.
Thank you. Yes,
Very welcome.
I
and
got.
Congratulations to you.
Yeah, thank you. I'm so excited.
Go,
Victory.
Victory.
I don't know, sometimes when I do good job, I always do something like that. So.
All right, so where are the leftovers going?
Oh,
Who says this?
Alexis.
These leftovers are probably going to be split up between friends, but I know Kyle Shuddy's going to get a big plate.
yeah.
But
He's excited.
But-
That he told her you always have a good dessert. So
I'm gonna have to give a lot of these away. I think the cake's gonna come to work with me tomorrow.
All right,
Mhm.
nice.
Because I'm new and I want them to love me. So.
I'm sure they will. The desserts are killer so far.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
like double of both of these things.
Yeah, I've
You
already,
have a double?
I had 2 of these. Wait, double? What do
Yeah,
you mean? In
there's
the
like
fridge?
I have another like
Oh, okay. That's
Oh,
good to
yeah.
know.
I might have like one too. So
Mm.
Yeah, I
You guys
have
want
like
some?
so many of these. Yeah, do you
This is 3 right here.
yeah.
This one?
Yeah.
So good.
Also
Thank
known
you.
as Lexi. What up, Lexi? Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate you.
Thank you.
But yeah, highly recommend Chibi Chewy Bar is the best. And actually, I hadn't made it,
Chibi chupa.
or my
I
mom
love
hadn't
name.
made it in so long. And then when I made it over the weekend, I was like, oh my god, I forgot about this. And then I was like to Dylan, I was like, you need to eat this. And then the next day there was a whole roll gone. And I was like, yes.
So good.
Oh.
These are addicting. These are
Yeah,
addicting.
it's really addicting.
Oh,
It's really
they're
good.
so good.
I think we really have a good balance of the sweet and then just salty.
Mhm.
I think it's
Little
really
salty
good.
and
I think
coconut's
so.
delicious.
The
Mhm.
coconut, we were supposed to use sweetened coconut, but I used unsweetened because there's
Mm.
already a shit ton
Yeah.
of sugar in there.
Yeah.
That's
Um,
good.
But one thing I will say is like I messed up and I bought evaporated milk, and I learned that evaporated milk is not the same as sweetened condensed, so I ended up having to make my own sweetened condensed milk for this.
Wow.
Okay,
Yeah.
Wait, how do you think these turned out in comparison to the past
They're
ones?
a
then?
little soft, but they taste exactly the
I think
same.
it tastes
Okay.
great to
Hmm,
me.
you
It's
like
kind of that kind of melting in my mouth. It's
Yeah.
really
I wish I
good.
had
Yeah.
let the evaporated milk or the sweetened condensed milk like boil a little bit more, because then it would have been a little bit more chewy,
Mhm.
less chippy, more chewy.
Mhm.
But they turned out so good.
Mhm.
Yes,
I'd
these are
probably
really
eat the
good.
whole thing by myself.
You want to move on to the next
Oh,
one?
yeah. Okay, so they look hideous. I'm so sorry.
No,
This
This
it's
is my
not.
first
Alright.
time
It's like
making them.
a tiramisu. Looks like a tiramisu cake or something.
I like the way you say tiramisu.
Tiramisu.
Tiramisu. Tiramisu. Tiramisu.
Tiramisu. How can you say it?
Tiramisu.
There you go.
Tiramisu. Is
Tiramisu.
it French or
Italian.
Italian?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay,
Tiramisu.
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 You're not doing well too. You don't just kind of don't make it everything on me. So.
Yeah, so this is a Nanaimo bar. It is a
Nanaimo
Canadian favorite. It comes from BC, British Columbia.
Mm.
So on the bottom is
This one's big.
chocolate, coconut again.
Yes.
Big on coconut.
I love coconut.
Sorry, it's a little crumbly. And graham cracker crumbs. And then there's a layer of custard and then
Oh.
chocolate
Mustard
on the
here.
top.
And then this one.
Mm.
So this part is a coconut, and then cream and chocolate.
Good job.
Am I
Custard.
simplify it?
This
Yeah.
is custard.
It does look like tiramisu.
Yeah.
This is delicious as well.
Oh, and then there's
Mm.
almonds in the bottom.
What?
Well, it's almond flour. It's like
Mm.
finely ground. You can use walnuts too.
This is my favorite.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I love tiramisu, but still love this one too.
You want some, cameraman?
Yeah, this one we found during
Mm.
family vacations up north, and it's my mom's favorite.
Yeah?
Uh-huh.
What do you mean by you found it?
And it was just like I think it was on a buffet, and we were like, "What is this?" And
Mm.
everyone's like, "You don't know what this is?"
Mhm.
Like, no, we're American, but thanks. But
Where
then
was
it's like a favorite,
vacation?
and now we're all obsessed with it. They're really hard to make.
So where did you find it? Was it vacation? Was it Italy or
Canada.
Canada? Okay.
Yep.
Canada.
But it's really hard to make because the chocolate on the top is easy to mess up, as you can see.
Mhm.
Oh, it's great.
So,
I think it's just because we put the other ones on top of that one. You
I
know
think
what I
it
mean?
looks great to me. I
Yeah.
like
But
the
they
color
turned out really
different. I like a layer color is different. Yeah.
It's very aesthetically pleasing
Mm-hmm.
and
Mhm.
pleasing to the taste buds here on Dinner Buds.
Okay. You're boss. This one is actually big thing. It's kind of feel like I feel like I can feel the
It's very warming.
strong my stomach, but just kind of really sweet, but really good.
Mm-hmm. I like it in
I
between.
love it.
Mm.
Yep.
It's really nice.
I have glasses that are smaller than this. I'll just sit at home. Oh, the one that Glenn has.
So you're really good at baking, but you're also really good at cooking as well.
I try, yeah.
Yeah? Do you think you're better at baking, or do you think you're better at cooking?
I think it depends. I think because a lot of people have trouble with the attention to detail that baking requires.
Yeah, that's
Mhm.
to me. Yeah,
Yeah.
because all of measurement, and then you have to put the
Mhm.
perfect time, perfect spot, or
Mhm.
just
Yeah,
kind of
and
that is a hard. for
Yeah,
me.
and knowing like, okay, there are some ingredients that you could probably put a little bit more of, but you have to know like what it reacts with and like what ingredients you really can't do that with
Mhm.
and whatever. So I would say I'm better at baking just because it's easy for me to pick up once you know the basics.
Gotcha.
How about you? You like a baking?
Oh, I'm
or-
terrible at baking. I'm definitely. I just make like instant brownie mix type baking. That's my go-to.
Yeah.
So I'm more of like cook rather than a baker.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like cooking because there's something to be said for just like throwing stuff in there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the kind of my style cooking too. It's kind of, oh, that tastes alright, just put
All
more.
right, more
and then
salt.
and then more, and then
Uh-huh.
comes out great.
Hey,
so
here it
that's
is.
kind of
Bada
more
bing,
you-
bada boom.
bada boom. Yeah.
But you're really good at cooking because we just had a wing off over at my place over the weekend, and you
Oh.
were crowned wing queen.
I almost brought the wing. So
So you
Yeah.
guys had a wing competition? Oh.
Gen 1.
I just saw the wing cake. You guys have.
Oh,
a
yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
that's really
Josh
good.
was turning to
Yes.
31.
31.
Birthday!
Uh-huh.
So yeah, so he had a wing cake, which is I thought it was hilarious.
It was really fun. It was really
good, and
delicious,
the
too.
cake pops were really good.
Cake pops
The
on
wings
top,
were
yeah.
cake pops on top.
Mhm.
Really?
Yeah,
And so
different
people
flavors.
were just like picking them up and like looking like they were eating a wing, but it was like either lemon cake or
I think
chocolate chip cookie dough.
dreamsicle, and then chocolate
Oh,
chip
okay,
cookie dough,
that's right.
and then the cake itself was like a raspberry flavor. So Paige outdid herself.
윙에
Yeah.
치킨 윙에다가 케이크를 넣어서 먹었대. Just I'm gonna tell or just
Yeah.
bring it. That was
Yeah.
kind of really interesting. Thoughts kind
Uh-huh.
of have a chicken wing and a cake on the top. How was it? Is it tasty weird?
Oh,
No,
no,
it was good. It was very good. It just in the
Yeah.
shape of it, you know what
Yeah.
I mean?
Wow.
It's like a chicken bucket and wings on top.
Yeah, it was really funny.
It was fun, yeah.
Interesting. I want to try it. That could be a really hard one. Oh, yeah, my mom just said that you have a beautiful houses. It's kind of lots of friends and a really beautiful house. That was a comment
Thank
from
you.
that.
I appreciate it because my
고맙대.
family says that I have too many.
Do we plans? I don't think you have
가족들이
any
너무
plans.
많다 그랬는데
I agree.
엄마가
I don't have any plans.
I
You
think
need
it's
plans.
really beautiful.
Thank you.
Yeah, change the scenario. Do you want to go back to the
Yikes!
cake?
Let me check this light.
Yeah, I can talk
Yeah.
about the cake while that gets figured out. So this cake,
You can just
Oh,
you can hit them.
You might die again.
Yes.
If so, it's okay.
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 All right.
Okay,
This
we can
cake.
cover.
This cake is a chocolate cake. It's made from scratch. It's a recipe that my grandma pulled out of the Baltimore Sun in the 1960s. It's
Wow.
called John Glenn's favorite chocolate cake.
John Glenn.
John,
He's a famous people?
He's an astronaut.
Okay.
Yeah. So, and it's a delicious cake with her icing recipe, which is made. It's a buttercream, but it's made a little bit differently, so it has a little bit different of a flavor. It's hard to make, and so actually messed the first two batches up. But
You
I
made
but I
two?
did it.
You made this is the
Just
third
the
batch.
ice- just-
Oh,
just
the icing. Okay.
Just the icing.
So
Gotcha,
what is the
gotcha.
icing? Is it just a cream icing?
So it's a buttercream icing, but you use like a milk and flour mixture as to thicken it instead of the butter, so you don't put as much butter in it.
Oh,
But
okay.
it changes the flavor of it for some reason, and I just love it. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it's
Let's
just a little
try.
bit.
Is it different?
Yeah, it's gonna
You-
taste different than that.
Okay.
Do you have more of these?
I have 3 more of those, so you can eat as many of those as you want.
3. What do you mean by 3 more?
I have
Just a
6
shit.
total.
She
6
had
in
to just.
total.
She had the
Yeah,
tons
we've been
of
eating
this,
a lot of them.
not
We
this
ate one. I ate one before Glenn got here, and then we both ate one before you guys got here. So
Cute.
You want me this one?
I might
You
have
can-
Oh,
another.
Yeah, you should.
it's okay.
I
Kyle
feel
doesn't
like I
eat
want to take it too.
Dessert is for dinner.
Kyle is fine, so.
Kyle is fine. He's never gonna watch this, so he's never.
Yeah,
gonna know.
he does not know what I'm saying. He told me today is kind of stop.
All right, someone pass me their plate.
Yes. Oh my god!
Look at that.
Look at
Look at
that!
that.
Let me know if you want a bigger
Let's see.
piece because since we've
Look
eaten so
at
much sugar.
this.
Oh no.
So
Ty,
pretty.
give that to yourself.
It's a
You're
kind
cutting me
of
off the biggest
burgundy
slice.
color.
Okay. How big you want? Is that
Oh,
like
just like a
that?
little bit more than that.
This big?
Yeah, that'd be good.
Oh no, I'm sorry. That piece got.
Don't reveal any of his information. He doesn't want it out there.
Okay, don't talk about girl. Oh, I almost say name. Sorry, I shouldn't. So,
Mm-hmm.
Mmm,
It has like an entire cup of cocoa in it, so.
nice.
oh
Very
my
chocolatey.
god, this one
It's
is so
delicious.
like a heaven.
Mm-hmm.
It's like heaven.
Mm-hmm.
It does taste like heaven.
Right.
Mhm.
It's a really not dry and then perfectly moisturized inside. It's so
It is.
good.
Very good moisture. That's a good observation right there, Drew.
So because this cake was published in the 1960s, you use an entire cup of mayonnaise in the batter,
Do you?
and that's what makes it moist.
No way, Jose. Wow.
Mm.
You are Jose.
You are okay. You are.
But
마요네즈를 하나 넣어가지고 이게 뭐지? 촉촉하게 된 거야.
Mayonnaise, interesting. I feel like you have so many little tricks like when it comes to baking that I've never heard of.
Yeah.
from my grandma.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
So grandma taught you when you guys baking together, or she just gave me a recipe and then you explore it?
She taught me how to cook. So my grandma on my dad's side, the Italian one,
Mhm.
she, when we were 13, I don't know why, but we all did it. But we all went and went to her house for a weekend or a week and learned how to cook like all the basics. So Sunday gravy or sauce, and then meatballs, sausage, chicken piccata, ravioli, homemade pasta, and veal cutlets.
Jeez, old Pete, that's a great weekend.
Yeah.
Just a weekend.
Yeah, that's what we learned to make, because we used to have Sunday dinner,
Mhm.
and we would half of that is usually what we would have at a Sunday dinner.
Wow.
Wow.
That's all like up here still, just from that
Yeah,
one
like
weekend.
I can just
retained
make
it.
them. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Huh.
Yeah,
That's really cool.
it's a lot easier than you think it is to remember stuff like making pasta and stuff like that.
Uh-huh.
You can
What
remember
did
it.
you read?
Yeah, what?
Oh,
Marilla?
Lexi says that the cake looks amazing. You know where I live to share. So,
You can definitely have some.
yeah, you can definitely have
And
some.
you guys are
I
Uh,
can't
small?
eat all of this by myself. I mean, I could, but I'm not.
Are you gonna bring at work?
Yeah, probably half of this. I'll bring the other part to Lexi.
There you go.
So
I'll make you a Tupperware.
Whoops. Messed it up, Jew. There we go.
Yeah.
Back in action.
Oh my God.
All right.
This is really
Schmitz,
good.
I got you, dog. Are you typing this out? Is this you going over here?
Yeah. Don't say his name.
Oh, sorry. Is that?
I'm just responding to you.
Yeah, you
Oh,
we're
fun!
good at
Hell
that.
yeah! Hell yeah!
I'm glad
Good director. You're doing great over there. Did you even put the ring emoji earlier? That was
Yeah, that was
Wow.
He's a dinner boss and then keep his fans back.
All right.
I'm glad I got his chair on there.
Uh huh.
So
So you
sit
can run it.
there and then don't go anywhere. Just,
Good stuff. Good stuff.
this is really great. Just, how long takes time to do everything?
Yeah. You can do this all week.
Well, on Sunday, this I just did today because I was stress baking because I worked from home. But these three I made all on Sunday, and it only took me like 3.5 hours, but I timed it out. So like you just knowing like what order to do stuff in.
Okay.
Mhm.
So I did the macaroon shells first, and then I did the bottom of the Nanaimo bars and the custard. Then I did the chimichurri bars, and then I did the chocolate, and then I filled the macarons.
What do you think is the easiest out of all these to
Oh,
make?
the chimichurri bars takes
Chimichurris?
less than 10 minutes.
Less
Hell
than 10
yeah.
minutes?
Like when it
Alright.
comes down to it, yeah.
I might have to grab that. I might-
10분밖에 안 걸렸대 이게.
Yeah.
아, so this one is take the longest time. for
Yeah, because
Yeah.
the shells can dry before you have to dry before you bake them, and they could like on a cold day, if it was like the middle of February, it would take 20 minutes for them to dry, but they took 3 hours to dry.
Yeah,
Hmm.
because I told one time, so Chris is one time she baked the macaron and then I can help you and then just okay that will be fun and then it wasn't
ruining my
not
macaron.
really fun.
What's
I know
gonna?
it takes
It
forever.
was it's just more sophisticated and then just kind of involved it in the skin.
Hmm.
I might take this one home too.
Oh, absolutely! I have half
Yeah.
a pan of both of these though,
Hmm.
and an entire cake.
You just
Yeah,
Cut it
you
in
just
half,
cut it in
eh?
half like a
Yeah,
month.
what did you eat it what?
The whole thing?
Yeah, whole thing. Eat it what?
I'm getting kind of full.
We just had an alarming
Okay,
amount
I
of
will
sugar
get it.
as
There you
well.
And when I love macaron, especially with the coffee, it's so
That is
good.
really nice.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Everything that you made is really nice.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Would anyone like more port?
Yeah. I'll take a little
Does
bit more.
never say no.
Mm-mm.
Never say no to alcohol.
Mm-mm.
Get lost in the sauce.
Mm-hmm.
What do you guys think we should do for next season, Dinner Buds?
I have ideas.
You got some ideas? What are some of your
Mhm.
thoughts?
Well, I was just telling Ju before this that I would love to make my Italian food
Okay.
that my grandma taught me how to make.
I love
Some
the
chicken piccata. Wait, did TJ make chicken piccata? Did you make that?
No.
I can't remember. No.
He didn't know.
No, okay. Or
No.
the veal cutlets or chicken cacciatore or something like
Heck
that.
yeah.
Or homemade pasta.
Nice.
Oh,
Something.
homemade pasta.
Mhm.
Yeah.
We could make it
Together.
on dinner
together,
buds
yeah.
and then cook it and then eat it because that's how long it takes.
And that's another thing we could do, yeah, is like
Yeah.
we could like actually make the food like while we're like
Yeah,
live
that is
streaming
it.
or something,
Maybe
you know?
one person can teach us, and then we can
Mhm.
just make it in front of them, and then
Yeah.
Yeah, it's,
kind of compare
Yeah.
which one is better.
yeah, it's interesting after like doing this like first season. I feel like there's definitely like ways to build this out, like
Mhm.
you know, kind
Yeah.
of definitely improve for season 2.
And we
Yeah.
just like more activities
Mhm.
like that. Would be cool.
Yeah.
I was even talking to someone over down at Findlay Market. There's a lady there at the Raper place. She's like a pal of like the guy that I work with from Funkhouse Media,
Mhm.
and we were talking to her, and she's like, "How's it going with Dinner Buzz?" She's like, "You should come in here and like we could do an episode." So I think that's also an
That would
option.
be
It's, like,
Yeah,
you know,
that would be
potentially going
so
over
good.
to
That would
like
be awesome.
you know different restaurants.
Yeah, that will be maybe next one too. So
Mhm.
kind of we can more interactive versus
Mhm.
just
Yeah.
reading that. I think that could be good. That's kind of
Just gotta make sure they have Wi-Fi.
yes.
Yeah.
We can figure it out all of logistical technical
Mhm.
issues, but
That would be
As
so
you
cool
know.
to go behind the scenes at a restaurant.
That would be really cool.
Mhm.
What's that mean?
Yeah.
yeah, that is a kind of, as you know, this is the last episode for the season 1, and then kind of wrapping up. That was a sign for the wrapping up.
Oh, okay. I missed that.
I missed.
You know that he told you
No,
already
I
done.
do this.
Yeah, so
Time to
kind
wrap
of that
up.
is a
All right,
sign
all
for
right.
that.
Well, thank you guys so much for tuning into Dinner Buzz this episode and also this season. Looking forward to season 2
Yeah, me too.
with more delicious food from
Yes.
all of us and potentially other people
Mhm.
around Cincinnati, maybe the world eventually.
Yes, that's kind of our goal. was- Okay. 이게 한국말로 이거 시즌 1이고 시즌 1 마지막 에피소드고 다음에 더 새로운 모습으로 찾아뵐게요. 안녕히 계세요. You should. 안녕히 계세요. It's just a bow.
You should too.
Bye.
Bye, thank you everybody. Oh, that's hilarious.
Would anyone like more cake? I know we just had a.
I'm all good.
I want to pack
Let me
that
make
one.
everyone laugh.
This thing was-
Anyone who wants the Tupperware, let me